We are back on iRacing. This is not Race to Class A. This is actually a league race. I race in the Nork League. So if you guys don't know what Nork is, just check out a race on Tuesdays at 7:10 on Max Speed TV. I'll leave all the links in the description down below. So if you want to watch live, you can. This was last Tuesday, and this was a league race. I think this was my 4th or 5th league race I've done. This was a pretty good race, so I decided to upload it. And obviously, if you can tell by the title, there will be some things coming up. So, qualifying lap at Texas in the Xfinity cars. We run a 30.037. I left some stuff on the table. I actually didn't know there'd be that much grip in the track, and I would not have been able to run a 29.7, but I think I would have been able to get somewhere in the top 5 if I just realized the grip in the track. So, green flag is out. You can take a look at our nice car. That is our Punisher car. Now, I do have what I will be using for the rest of my iRacing videos. It is a special car, or for the trucks, the car, and the Xfinity N Cup Series, and I'm going to be using that from here on out, so that's going to be really cool. If you guys hear any talking in the background, it's because I had TeamSpeak open, so I had to lower the volume just a little bit, so that way we can, you know, just get everything going. But here's the race. We're just chilling on the inside lane, Texas, trying to learn the track a little bit. Have not been able to practice as much as I've wanted to in these Xfinity cars at these tracks, so it's been a pretty difficult learning curve. As we come out of turn 4, we hit the wall, and there's our first mistake of losing talent, and another self-spin. It's been a running joke lately because I always self-spin or I always wreck in the last couple of races I've done, in the league especially, and we just completely messed up. And it was pretty bad. We didn't even get tight here. That's not getting tight. It looks like I got tight, but I wasn't tight. I was trying to save my tires, and I let the car drift up too high. It's such a rookie mistake. It's unbelievably stupid of me to do, and I sincerely apologize to Justin Gable, who got involved in that. And then this is lap 27. We had a run in the back of the pack for the rest of for a long time on old tires, because we had to slide through the grass and all that stuff until a caution would come out. The caution for the end of the stage, which was lap 30, did come out, and now we're in the back of the field and we have to make our way up towards the front. Our goal for the race was a top 10, because we knew that we just weren't that good. It's that simple. We were not that good. We don't have experience yet in these cars at these tracks, and all these guys, they do. So we're just a rookie trying to learn our way in, and it's going to be a difficult race. You see, we let a couple of guys go, Femi and Will, because those guys are really good. And in front of us, lap 36 or 38, we have a spin in front of us, luckily able to avoid it, and the caution would come out again. We'd come back down pit road, get 4 tires. We only had about 2 laps on the tires, so she will do all right. Lap 44, we are up to 20th. Now, here comes Femi again. I don't know why he was back here. He's really fast, but he's back here trying to get underneath us with a little bit of trouble in front. Don't know what happened there. Maybe someone got on the apron, but we were able to make up 2 spots and move up to 18th. And remember, the goal is a top 10, so we are trying as hard as possible to get up there, but really difficult. As you can see, this is a fixed setup race, so no one has any different setups. Everyone has the same setup, and we're just trying to figure it out. Try running the second lane here a little bit. Just learning. Again, never practice it, just learning it in the middle of the race, and we're able to get a good run and pass Eric here in the 0-4, which gave us a little bit of confidence, you know, moving slow. I mean, it's really slowly. We're up in a 17th. If you guys watch the Race to Class A videos, we're usually running somewhere in the top 5, qualifying a pole, but here in this league, it's just not the same. It's much more difficult, and all these guys have a lot more experience. This is the 7th season that Nork has been doing on iRacing, so this is my first couple of races. Let's just put it that way. So, not using it as an excuse, but we have to do much better, and hopefully we could practice a little bit more, because right now we don't want to be running in the back of the pack like we are right now. Now we're fighting Keaton Jones. No, not the kid from that bullying video. Not him. It's a running joke, though. He could be the kid. But we are able to pass Keaton Jones after a while, just side by side running with him. And it was just a good battle, you know, trying to figure out the bottom and the top with a couple of cars in front of us. You can see that there's 6 cars in front of us for position. We could get in the top 10 if we just pass those guys and are able to get in there. Because right now, you see we're running 14th. We could get to up to 8th if we were just able to get around those 6 guys up in front of us. And they're racing or 5 guys. They're racing really hard in front, and we're just trying to, you know, mind our own business and run that second lane continuously. You can see we are getting great runs if we do just run that second lane. But here we are, Couple laps later, lap 58, we're on the bottom lane underneath Sean, and we're trying to make a move there. And the bottom lane is difficult when someone's on top. He's not pinching me down, but we get on the apron just a little bit, get loose, and I back out of it. That could have been really bad, but luckily we get out of it. And what I do in NASCAR Heat 2, I do in iRacing and get on the apron because I was just trying to, you know, just gain too much grip. So here's our first look at Joseph. Most of you guys know him, Joseph Lombard, N2SC4R. Cool guy, cool YouTuber, and he's in this league as well. And we're having like a YouTube battle. We have to see who finishes up front. Now he's a rookie as well as I am, so I think he's done a couple more races than I have. But did he do last season? I think he did last season as well. So I don't know. He's had iRacing for a couple more months than I have, so he has a little bit of a head start. But here we go on Joseph. We're gonna try to make a pass on him, get us up into 13th. We get a good run. Now listen into what Joseph has to say here.
Hey Milad, I'll let you go on by me.
So he will let us go, which I appreciate. So here we go on the bottom lane, and I say thank you on the radio. We get on the bottom. We get a little bit loose coming out of 4, but that's usual because we're on the bottom. And then we just get tapped coming out of 4 by Joseph into the grass, and we lose about 6 to 7 spots. And I didn't appreciate that because he let me go. I get a little bit loose. Now I don't know why he's still in the throttle, and he decided just to hit me. You could just back out of the throttle just a little bit, just a tiny bit. You don't have to hit me. So I didn't understand that part. That really pissed me off because I was told I was being let go. So if I got loose out of the corner, I had a feeling he would, you know, not run into the back of me, and he had a good amount of time to not run into the back of me. As you see right there, Caden, it was the same exact situation. I get loose a little bit on the bottom because the top, you get a better run off the top than the bottom. I slide up, and Caden backs off just a little bit and then goes below me. Joseph decided to just run into me. So I was not very happy about that, and the rivalry has begun between me and Joseph. I was not pleased about that. A caution would come out after about a 45 lap run, and we would pit, and we would be restarting somewhere around 17th. Now we are behind Joseph, and the restart gets bundled up. I don't know what the hell happened there, but really a poor restart from the inside line. Don't know, but we got into the back of Joseph just a little bit with no damage, so I don't even think we had no contact penalty on the top, so don't know if we got into him, but felt like we did. But unluckily, we had a really bad restart because of that. Now we're back in somewhere around 18th behind Eric. Now we're running on the bottom again, trying to make up as much time, get back on the apron, get loose again. Caden goes below us, and he's going to gain that spot. The thing is, I can't see where the apron is. It's so many stupid, dumb rookie mistakes, like not being able to, I'm running behind a car, and I don't know where the bottom of the track is because I'm trying to get below it's really dumb. A little bit of an incident right here as we almost get collided. And there's just mayhem everywhere. Huge stack up bundle. I don't know what was going on. We were able to gain a couple spots out of that mess. Get underneath Eric while Josh in the 8 car, he's going all over the place, lagging and stuff. that's really bad. And we're able to move up a couple positions, and hopefully we're still trying to fight our way back into the top 10. Around Caden again, we've been racing with Caden a lot this race because we've never been able to recover from that mistake we made on lap 4. So we're still at the back, still trying to pass these cars, still in the bottom lane. Hopefully we don't get loose this time coming out of turn 4 as we're going to gently slide up in front of Caden, and we get the spot. So that was nicely done. Now we are behind Josh and Trey. We get into the wall just a little bit again for the same exact reason that we did on lap 4, which is I just tend to slide my car up. The car's not tight. It's me not turning the wheel, and I slam the wall skid the wall because of it. I was not very happy about that. We're able to fight back on the outside of Caden and try to hold this position as our right side of our car is getting beat up because we are just, or I'm not going to say you guys have nothing involved in this. I like to say we because we're in this together, but this time I'm making really dumb mistakes. Now here, Caden, he wasn't clear. I let off the throttle there, didn't show the in-car, but I did let off the throttle and gave him the room if he wanted to come up. But Caden did a very respectful thing and just tried pulling the car down to the grass. He didn't lose too many spots. He's still 2 spots behind us. Now, in front of us, you can see 3 wide between Trey, Josh, and Joseph. Still was not very happy with Joseph at this point, so I did want to get back up to him and kind of make my feelings known. So we get closer up to Joseph on the bottom lane, trying to follow Josh through. Now the 8 of Josh, he's pretty fast. So now Joseph runs into the back of Josh. The same thing, the same exact thing he did to me out of 4, he does to Josh. But luckily he hits Josh in a way where it doesn't turn him. So now we get underneath Joseph, and I try forcing him up the track a little bit by showing him my cars right on his quarter panel. And I wasn't going to be very clean, honestly, if he decided to pinch us down at all. But he didn't pinch us down. And we go through 3 and 4. He gives us plenty of room. I slide up just a little bit, as you can see here. I'm not backing out of it. I'm making him back out of it. He does back out of it, gets a little bit loose. And I raced him really hard there, I won't lie. I could have easily backed out of the throttle and gave him more room. I slid up off the bottom, and he was in the second lane. But that was just making my feelings known because I was not pleased about what happened earlier in the race. But I still love Joseph, so we're all good. And here we go past Josh. Now this would get us up into the top 10 if we are able to complete the pass, and we do. So after about 90 laps of struggling to get our way back into the top 10, we do. We get back into the top 10, and that is good news. Caution would come out, and this would be an interesting moment of the race because would you pit, or actually not this moment, but you would have to pit and take 4 tires, and we'll end up restarting 8th. Now, only 20 laps to go. You expect cautions coming out for the rest of this race, and there is the first one. On the initial restart, there's a huge stack up just like the one before, and Caden goes spinning into the grass. Now we ride along with Joseph here, and it all started right there. Now you can't blame Joseph for that. It's just a massive stack up, and unfortunately reflexes just weren't quick enough, and Caden goes for a spin. So lap 107 of 124, 17 laps to go. We are in 8th place. Very happy with it. Did not get a good restart at all. I don't know. We should have been up there with the 2, who's now 5 car lengths ahead of us, and don't know what happened there. We were very, very poor on that restart, as we are stuck on the outside now. On old tires, the outside is pretty good, but on new tires, you want to be on the bottom. And unfortunately, when we restarted 8th and didn't get a good restart, we were just kind of stuck on this outside lane, and we couldn't really fight our way to the bottom. And we would fall back a couple of positions, end up running behind Josh, which is kind of where we've been. Now we move up towards the front of the pack. This is where the leader and the top 5 are. Now Femi gets into Jared, and Femi goes for a wild spin across the grass going down pit road. Here we are back in 11. You can see him in the corner of our screen. He's coming back up the track, and he almost clips us and almost ruined our race. He ended up ruining a couple of guys' races behind us. Look at how close this was. Good Lord, that was close. We are so lucky we decided to take the second lane and not come down. That was, this is even a better view. Right here, you'll be able to see, oh my God. You probably can't even fit a piece of paper between Femi's right rear and my left rear. That was nuts, and I call him twat because I love him. But if he would have gotten into me there, I don't think I'd be loving him as much as I would right now. We decide to pit while a lot of guys decide to stay out. Now this is only 5 laps to go, so this is going to be the restart of the race. If a caution comes out, the race is over. Green flag is out. You can see on the outside, we are 4 wide now, and we get clipped just a little bit, but we get a pretty good restart. Joseph is to our inside with Spencer to our outside. We have 2 fresh right side tires, while Joseph and everyone in front of us have no tires. And Joseph gets up into us, almost puts us in the wall, stacks it up, and a wreck happens behind us. Now that was not very cool. A huge wreck. Now listen to this.
I gotta listen. Hey, my bad. Oh, okay.
Now, you can tell I was not very happy with Joseph again. Our second run into him in this race. Now look at this restart. Spencer gets a great restart to the outside. That's fantastic because you can pass on the outside. We are almost 4 wide, a little clip, but we're able to hold on to it. And we go through turn 2. Now, I'm pinching down Joseph a little bit, but he has a whole lane, and then he slides up into us, and then that causes a huge stack up where the wreck happens. So there's a lot of people that could be at fault there, but if you look at it one more time, and I'll take a look at it one more time as well, you can see here Joseph, he looks like he's trying to avoid the car in front of him, and that's why he slides up. He did say he got tight, but it looks like he was trying to avoid the car in front of him. I was not happy after the race, but we'll see how that plays out in the future league races, because we've gotten run into twice, and we end up finishing in 11th. So Joseph, he beat us by 1 spot, and he got my goal of getting in the top 10. So I'm upset with that. And now the battle of the YouTubers will continue on, as we need to beat Joseph. That's going to be our goal. We got to beat Joseph every single race, because we got to be the best YouTuber in the league. That's how it has to be. And I love Joseph, though. I love him. So, guys, if you like the video, make sure to like the button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Hope you're having a great day. Remember, go check out the Nork series every Tuesday. I'll leave the links down in the description. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
I can't change. Even if I tried, even if I wanted to, and I can't change. Even if I tried. My love, she keeps me warm.